Hello everyone, this is my Suzuki Jimny 2022 LCV, and this is a quick walk around of the whole car. So first of all, the paint colour, chiffon ivory with the black bluish roof. To see the black bluish, like the blue parts of the roof, it needs to be waxed and usually in the sun, and then you can see the specks of blue. It's very dirty right now, apart from that. So I've put xenon bulbs in these. These come as standard on the LCV as halogens, so I put xenon bulbs in them. Can get LEDs. These are all non-LED lights, daytime running lights, indicators. These are also your fog lights. And then if we come around, the windscreen wipers, they go like that. It's kind of cool, it's like army style. And then your side indicator markers. You got your matte finish mirrors on the passenger version. On the SZ5s, those were gloss. And then if we come around here, we can see the rain gutters on the top. Ignore the tent just a moment and everything on top. So you can see the rain gutters go all the way around. The aerial would be here usually. Sorry if it's windy for my voice, but the aerial will be here, but it's removed because of the tent. Fuel, to open the fuel filler cap, you do that inside. I'll show you that in a moment. You can enter using your key like that. You see you got the like flared wheel arches down here. Steel wheels, I think these are 15 inches. The factory Bridgestone tyres, which are good, and they're pretty good off-road too and in the sand. Those will be upgraded soon. And then underneath the car, I've rust-proofed it with Lano Guard. Lano Guard is one of the only products that really stops rust from, well, breaking down your vehicle and stops rust growing. And now would be a good time to talk about what I've done up top. So I have got a front runner rooftop tent, and that's mounted with a tent mount kit to some front runner load bars for the Suzuki Jimny. And then also we've got the front runner side awning. That's the 2-meter version, and that doesn't overhang too much. So it's a good size for the vehicle. We will show you how this all opens up in just one moment, so you can see what the tent looks like and the awning looks like when it's out. But that's a camping setup basically for the car. So it's like a go anywhere vehicle where you can actually sleep and kind of live off the grid-ish. I'll get some solar panels soon for it. So really getting into the car, first of all I'll show you how you open the fuel filler cap. So just down here, right down where the driver's foot would be, you lift that up and there you've got your fuel filler cap. People do make clear perspex fuel filler caps, which are cool. I might do it soon. So jumping into the Jimny, you've got a rubber steering wheel that's made to look like a leather effect. And on the steering wheel, it's multi-function steering wheel. You've got your cruise control, your speed limiter, your controls for your music, and you've also got your controls for your mobile phone to answer and decline calls down here. Your usual windscreen wiper and turn signal stalks. And this tray, I put that on myself. That's from Jimny Style. That's a good price and definitely worth it to put your phone here for your navigation. And then just below that, we've got your rev counter, your miles per hour, your speed counter, and then you've also got some basic information in the center LCD screen. So it's not keyless, obviously. It's a Jimny after all. And yeah, we've got down below heavy duty carpet mats. These come as standard. The hard wearing, they're fine to use. I'm not getting rubber mats. These are the ones really I would keep and recommend. Manual transmission, 5-speed, pretty easy to use. You know what gear you're in all the time. It's great. In the 4-seater version, you could get a 4-speed automatic. There's a slight split between who prefers what, but I'd definitely go for the manual. I like to be in control of my car. And then in terms of the audio system, like we said before about that you can control it through the steering wheel. There's 2 speakers either side and Bluetooth connectivity for that, and USB. It's a good sound system as stock. I will be upgrading it soon, and you can buy the parts from Suzuki from their store to get the mount kits for the rear for 2 more speakers, and I'll also be getting a subwoofer down there. So that's the stereo system. Your radio, I'm pretty sure it's got DAB. I don't use the radio though. CD player, easy to use, easy to connect your phone to the Bluetooth, fine. And then for the air conditioning, it does have AC, but it's not automatic AC. Works well, fine. And then in terms of what else we have down here for switches, you have your automatic windows on this side, and then the window controls for that side is not automatic, so you can't flick it down and it won't go all the way down. You have to hold the switch down to move the window up and down on the passenger side. Then you also have your hill descent mode, and to activate that you do need to be in 4-wheel drive, so you need to stop, put it in 4-wheel drive and then activate it, and I believe it rolls down the hill at a speed of 6 miles per hour. And what that allows you to do is you use your hill descent mode to go down a hill slowly, so you don't use your brakes too much and overheat the brakes, so the brakes will start to fade and then you'll uncontrollably go down the hill. So basically it takes the strain and stress of possibly overheating your brakes off you. And then you also got your ESC off here, and then you have a cigarette lighter, which I have a USB charger from Jimny Style, and then you also have a USB port down here, a little storage tray, your gearbox is here. I bought this Jimny Style extra cup holder and storage tray. You got your low range gearbox, 4-wheel drive system. You need to be stationary to change that. The door cards are very thin. You can't really put much in your door cards at all. You can't get a water bottle, for example, in there. It's usually credit cards and that's about it. In terms of the locking, you can flick that. It's very satisfying sound, and that will do all the doors from the driver's side. The bolts are an interesting thing. These are rubberish and they're not tight in from the factory, so a lot of accessories that you can get, literally they're bolt-in accessories. The sun visors, no mirrors on these. In some markets they are provided with a mirror, so you can't do your makeup with these quite as easily. What else? You've got a handle up here, you've got a grab handle on the passenger side, just in case you're doing some serious off-roading and they need a bit more support. The glove box is a reasonable size. So they're the interior features as far as I can recall. I don't think there's anything else I have to go through in terms of the front, but we'll hop in the back to show you what it's like back there. So it opens, there's a gas strut. So if I go like that, there's a gas strut here, and then it's almost like an automatic boot opening system. You've got your emergency latch just in case somebody's in the boot and needs to get out. That's there. And it's a pretty wide boot, so it's easy to get things in and out. You see I've got a camping chair back there, we've got filming equipment. There used to be a cage here because it's a light commercial vehicle. There used to be a cage here, but I took that out so I could get more seat adjustment and get more comfortable. That's why there's, for example, some trim parts missing, because that's where the cage was. Simple flat floor. You do have your jack to jack your car up for your spare wheel if you need to change. It's pretty simplistic back here. There is a cigarette port back here as well, just in case you need to deflate your tyres for off-roading or anything like that. You can use that to re-inflate your tyres. That's really about it. A funny thing is, on the behind the passenger seat, you've actually got a storage net on the back of the seat, but the driver's seat there is no storage on the back of the seat, which I find quite weird. And then you've got a good amount of space behind the seats at the bottom as well for whatever you've got there. I've got some tent pegs. Easy to clean because you can literally just hoover the back. And that's practically it in terms of the back. I have got these to protect the exposed wires, which are for the heated window. So I've got those to protect them. That's from Jimny Style. And yeah, that's it from the back as well.
So guys, now let's go for a drive in the Suzuki Jimny, and I've got Jonny, the owner, joining me today, so it's a bit of a change. But I'm doing this only because he knows a lot of information about the car. But first of all, Jonny, do you want to just introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Jonny, aka Jonathan, aka the Mayor of Lytham. It's like, you got it was go, aka your favourite Conservative MP. I'm just kidding, I'm not actually Conservative.
You've got some good drip going on today. Can we just see that drip?
2 watches. Wait, is this camera?
This camera's on,
This camera's on.
Yeah.
There's 2 watches. one to tell the time, one to tell my heart rate. Two rings on my fingers is actually my brother's. Got the London GTXs around my neck. These are one of 1,500 pairs Gore-Tex. And got a Stone Island top on.
You got the badge in? Oh, there's no badge on that one. It's on the back.
It's on the back. It's no badge in me. It's cargos and then some Offspring exclusive Hamburgs on. Teal coloured. Very nice. No one knows what they are, but only I do.
Fully dripped out. Johnny, you've also got some modifications to this Jimny. Do you want to just mention what they are?
Yeah, so there's 4 main mods in the interior. I don't know whether the camera can pick this up. We'll get it after. But above the speedos, we've got a storage tray which includes a phone holder, so you can watch films whilst you're driving. Just kidding. Don't do that. Very illegal. And then there's another storage tray which goes around the 4-wheel drive system, and that includes another cup holder. There are already 2 cup holders here, and then we've got a mini USB charger which goes in the lightning port, the lightning port,
the cigarette
port, the cigarette port. Yeah, I'm definitely a conservative MP, aren't I? And so yeah, that goes in there, and that's a product licensed by Suzuki, not made by them. And the headlights actually as well, they come on when it's plugged in, which is cool.
Yeah, it does look pretty dope.
Yeah, and it's in the chiffon ivory colour that this car is also in.
Yeah, and that's the only option you could have with the
commercials.
LCV.
Yeah.
How much
was it? It was, I think it was £650. I can get it up later. I think the dual tone paint was £650 option, and I think standard you could get either black or white, I want to say, silver as well, I think. And then the dual tone paints were kinetic yellow with the black bluish roof, the chiffon ivory with the black bluish roof, and I forgot what the blue's called, but a blue with a black bluish roof as well. So those were the paint options, but I got the guy at Suzuki said, give me 3 preferences. So I said black, kinetic yellow or chiffon ivory, and we ended up with the chiffon ivory, which I'm happy with because I think it will age the best.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And also, are we in that? We're not in low range mode, are we?
No, we're not changing it into low range.
Just for people who haven't bought Jimnys, and let's say they put it into low range mode, what would happen if they went past 40 miles per hour?
They'd be phoning up their insurance company saying I've severely broke my Jimny, maybe myself a bit too, and then they'd be told that we've got to wait another year to get another Jimny.
Yeah.
For the waiting list. So that's what would happen. You'd mess up your car, wouldn't you? Yeah, you got to change it from rear wheel drive to 4-wheel drive. You've got to be stationary. Yeah. For that to happen, and the same thing to put it in 4-wheel drive low range. And you only want to put it into 4-wheel drive in the following conditions, if I remember rightly: severe rain, ice, snow, or off-roading. They're the only situations where you really want to be in 4-wheel drive, and low range, obviously, when you're off-roading, to get out those sticky situations. You're trying to roll this car over, right?
Yeah. Johnny, wait, just look at this, guys, just look at the lean and the...
this is nothing. You try and go a bit faster and roll over, then it will roll.
Throttle pedal's really thin, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Compared to like a standard one.
Yeah. You might be able to pick up on camera, but on the back windscreen, the wires for the heated glass at the back are exposed from factory, so they can easily get snagged. Say if I've got my dog back in there, he could bite through the wire easily, and that's an expensive repair to get the wire replaced. So we've got some protectors back there which just stick on.
But no, this is actually proper. This is so funny, like the lean.
Yeah.
The body lean is crazy. It doesn't feel like any car I've driven. Usually many cars that I drive, like a Golf, for example, is very similar to an Audi A3. This is completely different.
To any other car?
Yeah, it's not fast at all.
No,
Like giving it some.
No, that 101 horsepower, you got to use it all, don't you?
You really do have
high
to
up in the
bring
revs.
it by the neck if you really want to, get somewhere.
I don't know where peak power is, but I always think it's about 4,000 revs. But
it doesn't sound too bad for a 1.5 litre 4-cylinder NA engine.
Yeah.
To be fair.
And then you can, you're in fifth now. There is a whine that you get with the engine. If you downshift into fourth, and then look for the overtake.
Yeah.
And then when you put your foot down, there is a bit of a whine. Maybe you won't pick it up on this now, but it sounds almost like a supercharger whine.
Yeah.
Which is pretty exhilarating, and is about as exhilarating as it gets with this engine.
And to be fair, it's a very small car compared to like a Defender. We were just right next to a 3-door Defender.
Defender 90,
This was so much more smaller than that car, and it's ridiculous. You actually don't realise how small this car is until you see it in person.
Yeah.
And the colour, the paint job as well is awesome. The visibility is fantastic. You actually aren't going to be bashing into anything. Even though that parking sensor option is pretty pointless, you actually don't need it. I'd say the only issue is there's no Android Apple. Sorry.
Oh, come on. You don't need a screen in this. The utilitarian, the only downside, for most people, I understand. But I actually prefer as little technology as possible.
Yeah.
I don't. It's nice to get away from a screen.
Yeah. No. I know what you mean, Johnny.
Yeah, exactly. And going back to the parking, actually, it's true, and a few YouTubers have picked up on this, that about the parking, you know where all 4 corners of the car are. You can see all of the corners around you through the glass, and that makes it a joy to park. I look like a parking pro anytime I'm parking it, and also to manoeuvre around cars whilst on the road. You know where you are. So in that sense, it's a very good car to drive.
It is. Honestly, it is. I'm having a lot of fun. This Jimny, this car's a lot of fun even on just some tarmac. I can't imagine what it's like on a beach, what it's like on a proper off-road track. We've got hill descent mode in this car, automatic window for the right door, not for the left.
Yeah.
It's actually incredible how pricey these cars are at the moment as well. Don't forget, John.
Yeah.
What on earth are people paying for this? 20, well...
12, 26, 27, 28.
I know, it's...
Yeah, I saw a new 4-seater, I think it was an SZ5 4-seater version in ivory. That was delivery miles for 35.
What?
Yeah, and that was a year or two old. Somebody's just kept it in the garage, speculating, I guess. Maybe bought the car, maybe they don't need it or something. But yeah, they go for a lot, but it's because there are hardly any made, especially due to the supply shortages at the moment. There's only like 284 to 286 of the LCV, light commercial vehicle Jimneys in the UK.
Yeah.
And they brought about 150 in last year. And it's a year's waiting list to get one. It's a long time. So that's why there's the premium. It's just simple supply and demand. A lot of people want them, understandably. And they've got to pay the premium for it. Yeah, unless they're prepared to wait.